Sure. Well, Six Sigma is a quality method. It was conceptualized by Motorola back in the 1980s, and then GE has really evangelized on it because of the results that they've achieved by using this quality methodology. And basically the goal of Six Sigma is to reduce the defects to 3.9 million per opportunities. And by doing so, by being able to reduce errors in products and services, at the end of the day you have higher quality products and services, which means that you are then increasing customer satisfaction, which in turn impacts the revenue and profit for these large organizations. And because GE is such a well-known organization in the world, it has certainly caught a lot of big enterprises' attention. So there's a number of business executives that then want to follow in achieving these kind of significant results, as the same as what GE and Motorola has done. Well, Six Sigma is actually applicable throughout many different industries, and IT and IT service management, or ITSM, is no different in the way that, again, the goal is to reduce the defects or reduce errors. So if you can reduce IT errors or IT problems, IT incidents, then it means that you're providing a higher quality of IT services to your end users, to your end customers, essentially to the business that you're supporting. So by improving your IT service quality, you're improving the business, because today businesses rely on IT. Without IT, there is certainly very little business that can be done. If you look at online banking, Amazon.com, eBay, these are just examples where IT play such an integral part to the business that without IT, there's just no business. Well, to start is a set of best practices. It's basically a set of guidelines that is very influential in the IT management segment or space. Basically, the goal of ITIL, which stands for IT Infrastructure Library, will help IT put some consistent processes within the IT operation area. And where it sits is basically some of the companies today, their IT department are quite chaotic, as in they react to problems, and they don't know how the problem is impacting the business, and they're not quite aligned with the business. They don't understand what their end users' experience is, and so ITIL can help in that sense, where it's bringing together best practices, guidelines from industry experts around the world to help IT departments bring some of those ideas and processes in place to turn IT more into a proactive organization instead of reactive, to turn IT more aligned with the business, to help them even better communicate with the business, better understand how they support the business. So in return, again, it's all about improving the management of IT to better improve the business that is relying on IT to help them. Well, the importance of the alignment between IT and the business is everly increasing because, like I said earlier, I think businesses today rely on technology to function, and that IT more and more is not just through these best practices, but when you speak to industry analysts such as Gartner, Forrester, and so on, there's certainly a push for IT to be more aligned with the business, because without that alignment, IT is kind of considered a cost center or a black box. IT is just there to fix problems, like plumbers. If there's a problem with the bathroom, you call a plumber to come and react and fix the problem. But what we need to do with IT is that IT needs to be more proactive in terms of showing the value that they're providing to the business, again, because the business is funding the expenses of IT. So showing the value, communicate to the business as well, to be able to tell them, hey, we have improved, say, response time, we've avoided this number of outages this month. These are the kind of facts that IT can help bring to the table for the business to better communicate with them, in a sense that it would help them better align themselves with the business as well, so that one, the business can see the value, but also I think that with IT showing these statistics, it's also another way of showing the business that, look, they are trying to increase the end user or end customer satisfaction too, which essentially would impact the overall revenue and profit. ITIL and Six Sigma are both complementary to each other. They're not competitive to each other. They're complementary in the way that Six Sigma comes from the business world, because we understand the concepts of profit and loss, customer satisfaction, reducing defects, and so on. And these are all the kind of facts that come out of using Six Sigma. Very universal, type of language, including cost of poor quality and so on. Now, ITIL comes from the world of IT, and ITIL, also promotes that IT needs to be more aligned with the business. So you actually do need to use language like cost of poor quality and some of these business-focused metrics. So the two go hand in hand together, in that ITIL helps you establish consistent processes, and Six Sigma helps you improve those processes, or at least the quality of those processes.